I have this crazy thing where I'm insanely hopeful. I'm not an optimist. I'm a recovering cynic. But when you look at just the sheer volume of good things that happened on Election Day,
yeah,
you know, like, I know it sucks that the Democrats didn't take the Senate, and I totally get it. But when you look at the fact that, like, the amount of representation for trans candidates on the state and local level, for LGBT candidates on the state and local level, we got our first and our second out men of color in Congress on this. I look at the first Black Congresswoman from Missouri, who's also the first Black Lives Matter activist in the Congress. And she is, of course, a single mom and nurse. I look at how Colorado blocked an abortion ban. Washington State made sex education mandatory. Biden got more votes than anyone in history.
Wait, hang on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sex education wasn't mandatory in Washington State?
No.
What the fuck?
It's not. Really? It's not mandatory in most of the country. I mean, but Mississippi legalized medical weed.
Yes.
Like, Mississippi's ahead of New York State. We saw Jersey and Arizona and Montana and I think North Dakota, all like 2 red states went for medical weed. Donald Trump has now got the most votes against him of any candidate in the history of American politics. He's also the only one-term impeached president to lose the popular vote twice. I know the Senate sucks, but like, I've been reminding people the majority of Americans under age 15 are not white. And the entire squad was reelected.
Yeah, so, and expanded, got bigger.
The Democratic Party is getting more progressive. The country is getting younger, browner, more gay-friendly, more female. And the shitty white guys of the 20th century are getting smaller and smaller and more marginalized. And we have to take a moment to get over the dismay of our corporate media using Giuliani melting down for clickbait and realize that this is the last dying gasp of the shittiest part of 20th century toxic masculinity, and enjoy watching Donald Trump and Rudy completely horrify the GOP in Georgia. Like every time they open their mouths, Reverend Warnock and John Ossoff get another vote. Oh, thank you.
Sorry, this is I had period cramps. That's a bottle of Aleve everyone's hearing. But I just figured that with John coming on the show and being so up and like happy, which is not the conceit of this show.
Happy I'm not. No, and again, I'm not an optimist. I'm a recovering cynic. But I'm really over like the doom and gloom because we didn't all get a pony in the Senate. Look, I mean, yes, we'll find out on January 5th if Mitch McConnell gets a second term as president. Okay, but in the meantime, the country's getting better. The Democratic Party is getting better. The squad was reelected.
I feel like we have a foot in like 15 years in the future and a foot in like 1872.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're in this weird moment where we're in no time. We're in the future and the way past simultaneously.
I agree. Yeah.
And if we can just cut the strings from the past, cut the wagon, just let those wagon horses loose.
We're trying. I mean, but the reality is, the Union won the war and the Confederacy won the Union. And so we literally have a president. The Democrats have won. The American people have chosen a Democrat for president 7 out of the last 8 times. 12 years of that has been Republicans because of dead slave owners who demanded an electoral college.
Yep.
Like America elected a woman president 4 years ago. Just the dead slave owners made sure that she couldn't get the job. But like, we are better and less shitty than it appears. And I wish we'd seen a sweeping rebuke of this toxic mediocrity of fascism.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, it's just being negative about it's boring. People need to realize that like karma and history play a long game.